will be marching in a New Year's Day Bowl. Hear their amazing story and how this band made it so far.
Woodland High School is a small 2A school in Randolph County in East Alabama. Its 72-member band is headed to the big time. The musicians and the dance line are going to perform in the Outback Bowl in Tampa, Florida on New Year's Day. Congratulations to them. Focus at 4's Edward Birch actually got to see the band run its routine for the bowl game. And Ed, you walked away pretty inspired by all of this.
I really did, Pam.
They worked really hard on the field and off the field to make this happen.
Pam, the 72 students, they had to raise $750 each. No small feat by any means, but they did it, and they're on their way to Tampa, and these students are preparing to put their town and their school on the big stage, and I was able to catch their last rehearsal before they head to Tampa. As the sun sets on the rural community of Woodland, practice continues for the Bobcats marching band. The high school backs up to a public two-lane highway.
Take the ditch!
This gives a whole new meaning to sharing the road.
All right, what we're going to do when this car goes by, the front line will line up right here.
Band director Dilmus Hamilton wants to make the most of each practice.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime event.
The band is made up of 72 members, from 6th grade to 12th grade. Hamilton took over 3 years ago. Before that, the program was almost disbanded.
The problem had been that they hadn't had a director that was committed to being here more than a year. And you can't ask students to be dedicated if you're not.
Savannah White is a senior trumpet player who has been with the band since 6th grade.
It's pretty hard to believe because we went through like so many band directors and so many different people that have come in, and you know, I didn't even think we would have a band by now. You have to want to be here and to try and discipline to come to all the practices and do everything he says.
Beth Crenshaw, now a senior dance line captain, talks about the amazing transformation.
We went from pretty much nothing and almost getting shut down to an amazing family and a unit, and we've all learned how to work together and basically, you know, be a part of something bigger than what we are.
Hamilton doesn't want the credit.
I don't take any credit for it. I don't think it was me. The only thing I've done any different than anybody else is they know I'm going to be here next year.
Junior drum major Timothy Brooks believes the Bobcats are ready for the big stage.
I never would dream that I'd ever get this kind of a shot. Sometimes just to think about it, it's kind of nerve-wracking. I'm proud of these guys. They've supported me, and I know they'll support me there too.
And as dusk brings an end to this final rehearsal before Christmas break, Hamilton reminds his students to continue their hard work.
You cannot lay it down over Christmas and not pick it back up. All right? At some point, you got to pick it up over Christmas. The next time we'll play, it'll be down here. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Man, 10, hey, rule, well, go! Dismissed.
Oh, great story.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
They work so hard, and they definitely deserve to make it to Tampa. Now, once they get down there, they're actually going to be marching in a parade, and that's what they were practicing when they were on that two-lane highway. They had to take the ditch, if you will. But, yeah, I love that. And then also they will be performing with 14 other high school bands during the halftime show at the Outback Bowl.
It's not cheap to move a band. I don't care if it's 50 members or 500 members. It's not cheap to move them. And these students had to raise a lot of money.
They did, Pam. Now, again, each of those 72 students had to raise $750, and they were part of what's called the 750 Club, and they had a whole little postcard that was kind of that dictated who was the ones that raised the money. Mm-hmm. And again, they said that just the whole community, they came together. They knew that what these young men and women were able to do and what they had ahead of them, and they all were able to pitch in and give some of that money. And it was funny, when they were practicing out there on that highway, the band director says, oh, well, they know what we're doing. They'll wait for us.
That's wonderful. A great community and great support for your band. And I think that's a terrific story. So glad they're going. Thanks for bringing us the story. All right. Duck Dynasties. Phil Robertson gets